5 seconds to go. Start. In light of this, the argument of improbability that while deceased Rajesh Shukla received 16 bullet injuries, Rakesh and Gudda received fatal bullet injuries and PW1 received just one bullet injury, must be rejected. Stop. Para. Yet another argument raised by the appellants is that, as per the injury report of PW1, he received one bullet injury on the upper portion of his left thigh. Stop. However, as per the testimony of PW9, the bandage was not on PW1's thigh but on his calf. Stop. This statement of PW9 must be understood in the context of the statement that PW1 sustained a bullet injury. Stop. This is an important part of the evidence. Stop. The mathematical analysis of PW9's evidence is unnecessary. Stop. The injury report of PW1 is in corroboration with the evidence of the doctor, examined as PW8. Stop. Further, even the X-ray supports the view that PW1 received an injury on his left thigh. Stop. All these evidence, which are contemporaneous and credible, cannot be discarded on the basis of the testimony of PW9 given 4 years after the incident. Stop. The oral and documentary evidence consistently points towards an injury on the leg of PW1. Stop. That one of the witnesses refers to the injury being on the calf cannot cast doubt on the presence of PW1 at the scene of the offence. Stop. The trial court committed a serious error in relying on the evidence of PW9 for discarding the entire evidence of PW1. Stop. This finding was rightly set aside by the High Court. Stop. PW1 and PW12, both depose that PW1 went back to the hospital from the place of occurrence due to the pain of his injury. Stop. After reaching the hospital, it was stated that PW1 was advised an X-ray for his injuries by PW8, who did his preliminary examination. Stop. It has been argued by the appellants that the X-ray done on PW1 was forced for 3 reasons: that there was no entry for treatment of PW1 in the medico legal register on recommendation of X-ray in the bed head ticket, and the time of X-ray of PW1 is 10 pm, however, the department stops working at 2 pm, there was no money deposited by PW1 and Hardyal for their treatment. Stop. Para. We will deal with these submissions by taking the last argument first. Stop. The medical officer, PW8, who treated PW1 as well as Hardyal, has deposed that after the preliminary treatment of the deceased and the victims, a police memo describing the deceased as well as the injured victims was sent by him to the police station at 9 pm. Stop. It was also stated that the entry of treatment of the victims was made in the accidental register instead of the medico legal register, as the police did not accompany PW1 and Hardyal. Stop. Therefore, no entry was made in the medico legal register. Stop. Further, this witness also admitted that in cases where entries are made in the accidental register, no fees is charged from the patients. Stop. The statement of this witness is important and it is extracted herein below. Stop.